Connor Rogers here at the NFL Combine alongside Ole Miss wide receiver Tre Harris. Tre, I wrote it like this. The contested catch king is sitting next to me, man. I know a little banged up this year. That cost you some time,
Yes,
but
sir.
you hauled in 8 of 13 contested catch opportunities.
Yes, sir.
How did you develop that part of your game?
I definitely say it's just from out of repetition and, just going out and each day, really just working on focus. That's something I did every day was getting on the jugs, catching over 150 balls each day, going after practice, putting in that work. So, just really just repetition and, constantly putting myself in, those situations where I'm going to be familiar to that.
So we had Tre Amos this week, pretty competitive guy. Talked about the environment at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
How much better did you guys make each other at practice?
Immensely better.
'Cause you're both big and long, and
Yeah.
like that's a tail to tape good matchup.
Yeah. It was great to have him, because each day is just like how you said, it was like a chess match. Each day going against him, every single day. I know he'd bring his best, and I was going out there bringing my best. And it got to the point where if one-on-ones came up, I'm not going with nobody but him.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, you gotta figure him out, and he has the same problem with me. So we just went out there and made each other better. Just like the saying says, iron sharpens iron.
Who was the best corner you got to face in college? Obviously, when you got to play the games away from Tre.
Away from Tre, I definitely say my 23 year against Kamari Lassiter.
Yeah, he's a good player. Had a
Kamari
really good
Lassiter,
NFL season.
Incredible athlete, very technically sound, and he's a dog too. So each rep we was going at it, and he could talk his talk, and I was talking my talk too. So it was good to go out there and compete against him.
The last 2 seasons, there haven't been a lot of college connections like the one you and Jaxson Dart have had. How did you guys form that over the last 2 years where it was so consistent and it felt like there was a trust factor there?
I definitely say whenever I first got to Ole Miss, we kind of just clicked immediately. I wanted to learn the offense as quick as possible, and I didn't learn it from Coach. I learned it from him. So he was there, guiding me through each and every step, and just going on from that, and then definitely the off the field things. We constantly have vacations with each other, going out in the off season, going to California, just training, and just doing things like that that really made our chemistry really get as solid as it is right now. And just going out there and having trust in him, and I feel like both of us we carry a chip on our shoulder. So just going out there, having somebody on the field with you who y'all both have the same mentality, y'all both going out there trying to prove something to everybody, is great to have somebody like that.
You could have left for the NFL last year. You go back to school. I think you even built on what you'd already done. But what went into that decision of like, okay, is it time to go, or I want to stay at this program one more year?
It took a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It took a lot of talks with my family, talks with a couple of agents and things like that. But what really came to it was, really the senior class that I came in with.
Right.
I talked to them, and we all just pretty much said that, hey, we got a special opportunity here going into next year with the college football playoff and things like that. And that was our goal, was to get there. Unfortunately, we didn't get there, but being able to come back and play with those group of guys was something that I'm gonna never forget. Those guys, I've created a bond with them for the rest of my life, and I'm always going to be hotty-toddy forever just because of those guys.
I feel like the transfer portal gets sometimes a bad rap, but when I sit with all you guys at the NFL Combine, I realize how much it helps to develop players and can allow them to continue to grow. What did it do for you when you got to go to an even bigger program and produce basically right away?
Yeah, pretty much how you said, it allowed me to go there and put my skills out on a bigger model pretty much. And it was great to be able to do that. Whenever I went into the portal, that was one of the things I wanted to do was, go prove to everybody that I can play amongst the top players. And in the college, the SEC that's where it's at. So just being able to have that opportunity was huge. The transfer portal brought a lot of people that I never thought I'd be cool with to this day, like Juice Wells. I never thought I'd ever be friends and really good friends with him. And he ended up coming from South Carolina, and me and him are tight.
If you could train with any NFL wide receiver, past or present, doesn't have to be a guy playing today, pick his brain, who would that guy be?
Ooh, past or present?
Yeah.
I'm going to go old school. I'm going to say Jerry Rice.
Nice.
Jerry Rice.
Is it the route running?
Yes, route running. And, he's the GOAT. Why wouldn't I want to?
The numbers don't lie.
Exactly. Why wouldn't I want to train with him? And, really just see how he goes through each process, see how he breaks down the DB, breaks down the defense, and just see how he goes in each route and what he thinks, really.
So all the NFL teams here, they've seen the tape. The production speaks for itself, but they want to get to know you as a person throughout this week. When you leave this week, what's the one thing you're like, man, I really hope they learn that about me?
I want them to know that I'm a consistent guy. You're gonna get the same guy no matter what the situation is. I'm a compassionate guy. You know, that's one thing my parents taught me is that, you know, always try to put yourself in other people's shoes, their point of views, you know, because not everybody comes from the same situations, not everybody has the same outcomes in life. And, you know, it's always good to see how other people are feeling and how they're thinking. And lastly, I wanted to know that I'm a guy who's willing to sacrifice. That's something that I learned from my father. You know, he worked in the oil field since I was a little kid, and he's still working there now. And just see him sacrifice and do everything for his family is something that I want them to know that, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice anything to get to the goals that I want to achieve.
What will that moment be like then when you hear your name called and you obviously probably get to spend it with them and kind of give back to them?
It's going to be great. You know, I'm grateful for this position right now. And, you know, all I can really do is thank God for it, and thank my family. You know, they've been with me this entire time. You know, they got me to this position. And, you know, I just can't wait to see what the future holds.
So when you get all this done, you're in the NFL, you finally get a break. What does Tre Harris get to do away from football for fun?
Definitely spend time with my family. You know, that's something I value and I cherish so much. You know, being away from home. You know, that you kind of get homesick and things like that. So just being able to be with them is something I'm definitely gonna be. That's probably my main thing for sure.
Tre Harris, it's been so much fun watching you at the college level. Can't wait to see what you do at the NFL level wherever you land. Thanks for the time.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.